Hello, my name is Thomas Morrill. This is going to be my blockout kind of playthrough for my CGT. Um, Forgot the class number. 335 project. So we have this kind of starting area, which is Rat Town. There's multiple rats to speak to. These are just like temporary things. Um, but normally these would be NPCs that you'd go up to and then speak to, and they give you mission quests. We have this kind of area over here. The red cylindrical things just to represent, in this case, these are wandering enemies. So let's go ahead and start a mission here. So head to the lower level using the, so there's a hole over there. That text didn't fully display, but it's basically saying go ahead and head down to the lower level using the little travel hole over here. So here'd be another wandering enemy. This is just another big room. Um, this is one way to get down to the lower level. You fall right onto the oven though. I'll get more into that in a second. The oven has those orange tiles on it, each of which are an environmental obstacle. Have not been implemented yet, but they will be. Um, just some other like decorations. Keep in mind, you are a rat in a kitchen, or a mouse in a kitchen. So there will be lots of like food supplies laying around, other various things, right? So we'll head over to the travel hole and we'll jump down. Make your way to the hole in the fridge. So to get back up, actually, we'll get up through the fridge, but to get back up, there's this little elevator thing, which when activated, it just goes up and then it'll come back down. Anyways, before we head over to the fridge, actually, we'll head over here to the sink. The sink will be filled with water. Hasn't been programmed yet, but basically the player will navigate across, pull the drain plug in the back, and that'll cause the water to drop, which then they can go up the ramp and then get the food supply on the other side that's guarded by an enemy. Um, Down on the floor down here, that's death if you were to fall, so don't fall off the kitchen. And so here's the oven, one of the environmental obstacles. Player will have to cross it. It's not going to be as easy as this. I'm going to make it more difficult when it actually comes around to it. But these will be fire-based, deal damage to the player, and reset them back to a point before the oven. So there's more stuff. This is just like a microwave. Can't really do anything. So we're getting to the fridge here. Fridge is the main, one of the main like missions. So there's two main missions, which is the sink, which is the easiest, the fridge, which is the second hardest and requires the most platforming, and then there's like the final mission, which is similar to that of a boss fight, which is up in there, which I will show in just a little bit. So we'll continue here. Climb the fridge. These are all just like placeholder images and such for now. So the player has to climb up the fridge, which is like this platforming area. There are these bounce pads, which upon landing on, bounce the player back up. So that's how you cross that gap. And then we're working with a dispenser here, which is shooting some sort of projectile down at the player that's going to deal knockback. We can show it here. Knocks the player back. So we're going to use these tiles on the side to get past. Hopefully don't get hit here. Oh, it's alright. We're saved. And then so we're guided to this next waypoint here. We'll quickly go before another halfway. Okay, so we're going to keep going up the fridge. Got a jump pad here. Looks like we got to go over there. Keep going up the fridge. This is definitely one of the, like, this is going to be the, like, main mission. The fridge is, the sink is a little bit more of a, like I said earlier, an easy mission, which doesn't take a lot of skill. I might make it I might make it more scaled up just a little bit, just based on how easy it is right now. Um, so yeah. So here we have these like kind of like punchy boxes here. So they will hit the player and knock them down. We can test one actually. I'll wait for this one to go. Yeah, so player gets knocked back. I wanted to make sure I didn't fall all the way down because that'd be annoying to climb back up. But there's not a lot of safe points here, so if you fall, you kind of just have to rely on falling onto something else or climbing back up. We'll wait here. All right. I'm not too sure exactly what the punching things will be. I just wanted some sort of other fun obstacle for the to challenge the player. Ideally, these cannonballs here, they're kind of just cannonballs as a temporary, will be like food items. So whether that's like a can of some sort or um, like a piece of cheese or like I imagine like Baby Bell type cheese like rolling down, um, or maybe like grapes or fruit like apples. Since you're in a fridge, of course. Um, oh gosh, I'm gonna get hit by this. Keep going. All right, and then next step in the mission, it's a duel. All right, so this is kind of just um, the combat layout slash background. It's pretty simple. Basically, over here, I'm just gonna probably have like a salt shaker, some like baking soda or something, just like normal kitchen supplies. Um, and then like a fork, and then maybe some food item back there. Um, it's really not going to be too complicated. Uh, being in a kitchen, there's not a ton of things that you necessarily can do here. For or that would make sense with it being in a kitchen. But let's go ahead and click through this. All right, so we just beat the enemy. I made a jump cut because there were some problems I needed to tweak. And so nice. We collect the food supply and we got that little pop up on the screen saying we head back to town. Um, so once that mission is completed, these are just some wandering enemies, but that doorway will open and a ladder will drop down so then the player can get back up and go back through the fridge if they want to. Um, so we report back for the mission. Which I don't know why it is not going. Regardless, let's show the last section of the map that's not covered. So here's like the full view of the kitchen. Um, the cabinets up top, lower level there. That bottom floor, you will die if you fall. So this is the last section. This is kind of like the boss section. So this will be the last mission. So these are all mouse traps on the floor. And so the player has to kind of work their way through. If they jump on the mouse traps, they'll die and they'll have to get reset back. So I'm just going to run over them. Normally, you'd have to follow the path. This is a mini boss. So you fight the mini boss. Keep going, keep going. Then you get to the final boss. And then after you beat the final boss, you'll collect the thing. And then that is the win condition. So this has been my block out for my mouse game. Um, and so yeah, we will see how this continues to develop. Thank you for watching.